All right. We made it. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, man. Look at this. Today I've been having fun working with all my whiteboards. It's like class
Good.
is in. That's actually for a meeting I'm doing tomorrow, but I might use some of it today. Let's let somebody else is coming in right now. Who is that? I think it's Kathy. It's my guess. Let's see who it is. It says me, but I don't think it's me. Let's see. Yep, it is Kathy. So Sarah is coming in right now. There she is. Where's Drew? I just talked to Drew. He should be here any second. Let's see. Drew, where are you, Drew? So when Rob, do you see Drew coming in? He literally said he was coming.
I don't yet.
Can you text him?
Yeah.
I talked to him like 1 minute ago.
He's
Text
probably
him
just signing
Zoom with
in.
Brent.live just to make sure
Yeah.
he has it. Good to see everybody. Hello from Puerto Rico. Look at Kathy's new office. Babe, lift it up and show me your new fancy office. The walls were all dark and we painted the walls behind her light. They were all the color of
Awesome.
that bookcase. So she was literally in a cave. And now behind her to the left, yeah, keep going. That was all dark, dark, dark. So now it's all light and pretty. And she's no longer a cave woman. She's a good
That's
looking
awesome.
cave woman.
Love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We like light and bright here for sure. Okay, good. So there's Sarah made it. Yeah. Christina's here and Sophia, my favorite. I got all my faves. Paul, Kenny, Rob. So Drew said he would be here. Have you guys heard
I
from him?
just texted him. Says delivered, not read yet.
Dude, what is he doing? I literally just hung the phone with him. Zoom with Brent. Dot live. Let's see, because I can't start without him. I need everybody here. Drew's the missing link, shall we say? There he is. He's here. All right. All right. There he is. There you are. 3 minutes late. I love it, Drew. 3 minutes late. Remember the 2 minute early thing?
I blame my mentor.
Yeah, yeah. Well, your mentor was early. I was 3 minutes early. All right, man. Well, we're gonna have fun here today. I'm not gonna ride anybody, but good to see you guys. So, what I want to do is for the next 4 weeks, I want to meet with you guys every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific. And what I want to do is talk a little bit about what we're trying to do around here. I mean, you guys are doing a great job. I couldn't be happier. We're not doing this meeting because there's a problem. We're doing this meeting because we should be doing this meeting. I talk to all of you all the time, but I want to get more vision, more focus, kind of like, hey, Christina's working on this. Christina, how's it going? Hey, Sophia's doing this with Kailani. No, how do you say it? Kahia?
Hey,
Kahea. Anyways, but she's doing this with Kahea. Paul's got this going with Tina Cole and blah, 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 blah. And I just want to get updates on it. By the way, Paul, before I forget, I believe it's Rick Prede really, really, really needs his all his stuff. I think you've got it done or you're close to it, but he needs that. Okay. I keep forgetting to call you. I'm supposed to call you all weekend.
I've been in touch with him. I've sent him some questions. He hasn't responded yet, so I'm going to follow up today.
Yeah, say Brent called me and just keep it in front of him, front and center. He's a high priority. This is a great example of why having you guys all here is great. But he's a super, super high priority to me. He's the key to like 300 agents, and they're all coming through that guy. So I cannot drop the ball. So okay, so a couple things here. So kind of here's the bottom line. If you guys are taking notes, hopefully you have your pens and your piece of paper, but we are the culture bearers for what we do. So when people interact with accounting and Kenny, if they ever do, or staff does, they need to feel amazing, right? We set the pace, right? When they talk to Sophia, and that's one of the first people they meet, right? They meet with Paul to do all their logos and graphics. So we're the culture bearers. We set the pace. And let me ask you guys a question. You guys are a reflection of
You.
wrong. I
You
never said
too.
I set you up totally, complete and total sucker punch setup. I told you we're gonna have some fun here. You guys are a reflection of the Lord.
I
You guys
got
are a
it.
reflection of God. You don't
Amen.
you may think, yeah, I may pay you. Your paycheck may be signed by actually Kathy pays you. You want to be nice thing, want to be passed nice to Kathy and Kenny. You know, they're amazing. They sign my paycheck. I ask her for money all the time. Honey, can I have $40? And she only gives me 20. I'm on a budget. But so here's the deal. You guys don't work for me. you guys work for the Lord, and it's definitely biblical, do your work as unto the Lord, right? I mean, right? I mean, I remember when I was 19 years old working at a gas station in Fair Oaks, and my dad says, son, who are you working for? I'm working for Mr. Anderson. He goes, no, you're not. Son, who you work for? I'm working for Mr. Anderson. He goes, no, no, no. It says here, do your work as unto the Lord, right? Rob, help me out here. What's the exact wording? Is that about right? Or
That is about right. Yeah. Whatever you do in word or deed, whatever you do it as unto the Lord.
there you go.
Amen.
So
Amen. That's good.
I went to work. Check this out. I was just a minimum wage, taking money, pumping $15 of unleaded in tanks, and that's about it. It was kind of a dirty, old, tired, wasn't a Shell, it wasn't a Chevron. It was like an independent gas station, like nothing on some sleepy corner. And it was kind of dirty. The bathrooms are kind of dirty, kind of what you would imagine from a independent gas station you pull up to in LA or something. It's like, and it was dusty. And I went to work and washed the windows inside and out. I pulled all the cobwebs down. I went on the lot, which is gravel and dirt and bushes, and I trimmed some of the bushes. I pulled some of the weeds. I picked up the trash. I picked up aluminum cans. I picked up the lot, looked perfect. Then I went in the bathrooms and I scrubbed the toilets. I cleaned them up. I put some fresh stuff in there. And that was all day one. Well, Mr. Anderson came down to that gas station a few days later, and he was like, what the heck, who are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm Brent, man. I'm here. I'm serving. I'm doing it. But I wasn't working for Mr. Anderson anymore. I was working for the Lord. I was working for Jesus. Like my dad goes, what if God owned this gas station? He does, by the way. Mr. Anderson may not realize that, but he owns everything, the cattle on 1,000 hills, right? And we do great at this already. So I'm just telling you my story. He is how would you behave and handle yourself in a different manner? I'm going, man, I certainly would. I'm just sitting here doing nothing, taking money. I literally had one customer wake me up. It was 6:30 in the morning. I fell asleep. They woke me up to hand me cash to pay for the glass they just put in their car. It was, it wasn't like today we have to pay first thing. They could actually get gas and drive away if they wanted. And I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. I literally was on the sleep of my car at 6:30 in the morning. I was so tired. And so he immediately made me the manager of that gas station. Immediately, I got a pay raise. Immediately, my position was lifted from the prison to the palace, from a lowly to being in charge of the whole thing. He's like, finally, I found somebody who I can count on. And just like my life got better. And so I think that is the key. We all want to be promoted. I hope you do. Who doesn't? I mean, I want to see things grow in all areas of my life except my gut. I want to less promote. I want to unpromote my gut. I don't want to grow there, but we want to grow in other areas of our life. And so I just felt led to share that story with you. So again, how would you act? How would you react when you are mistreated by an agent? Doesn't mean you're a doormat. It doesn't mean that you must be abused by somebody else, and they will. They're going to misbehave at Cabo. They're going to come to the team meeting and be talking like crazy and distracting, mainly my father. my dad gets back there. He said, Dad, I love you, Dad. After, before, not now. We can hear you and we can see you, and it's super distracting to me. I love you. You got to go up to people. Don't be afraid to say it in love and smile and go, not now. But how are you going to react when they dump on you, Paul, when you did your job and they are like, they mistreat you back? Because what it is some of these agents are cool. Some of them are okay. And some of them are stressed. I know me personally, I never get stressed. I'm laughing. You guys are all laughing at me. I'm aware of that. But when I'm here and someone gets in my face, it doesn't go well because I'm type A, high outgoing driver, and I hate that. When Kathy's really calm with me, and I wish I could say I'm always here, I love Jesus, my hands, I'm cool. Sometimes I'm in a fight mode, and that's not right on me. But I noticed the other day I was at Panera Bread, and I was thinking it was with Barry. We got a salad and this and that. And I went to pay. I'm running online. I could not find the checkout buttons. Nothing said checkout. Nothing. I go, I cannot. I'm not going to call him. I know I struggle with these things. And I sat there for 5 minutes. I scoured the thing. I'm like, I can't check. I just want to check out and pay. This is why I don't use the little machine. So I said, excuse me, I know it's got to be me, but I cannot find a button anywhere to check out on this. And I was smiling this, but inside I'm dying. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. Nobody, there's 7 of these, and everyone's 7 deep in the order from the person line. And so she says, oh, it's right here. And it was a lock. You guys know what a lock looks like a combination lock? She says, that's a checkout thing. I go, huh. She goes, yeah, that's a shopping cart. I go, that's a lock. She goes, no, it's not. It's a checkout button. It's a shopping cart. Everybody knows that. And she completely dismissed me. And I'm still bothered by it a month later. I'm still like, I want to call management at Panera Bread going, she didn't. And so when people are upset going, you know, what I've learned from the Ritz-Carlton and the Four Seasons, I am so sorry. Let me see what I can do. Let me see. I'm on it. Now, if they literally abuse you, you don't need to be a doormat. You need to say, hey, you can't treat me like that. I love you, but no, we're not going to do that. With a smile on your face, let me get somebody who can help you. Step away, swim away from the mind like Nemo, swim away, and then bring in Rob, bring in probably not me, because bring in somebody who's very mature, bring Drew in, bring Kathy, get Sophia, help. You guys got each other, but sometimes you need a timeout and you don't want to respond because you're going to clobber them one, right? And so I've noticed when I'm at Bank of America, I get really poor service a lot of time. Well, the bank policy is this: when someone's upset, they don't want to know what our policy is at Brent Gove Real Estate. They want to know. I said, hey, let me figure this. There's got to be something we could do. I know that's going to be so frustrating for you. Give me a second. I'm on this. I'm your guy. I'm your gal. That's that. Like, oh God, I could breathe. If she would have just said, you're right. I could see how that would be so confusing. Instead of like, and maybe it was a shopping cart. It looked like a lock. Like there's no way I'm clicking on it. And nobody used that thing. It was like the biggest mistake. I always tell Rob, all of our websites, make it so a 5th grader can understand it. Make it really bold, simple, easy. And so because Sophia, they're going to be upset. Kenny, when we don't pay them, they're going to be upset. Paul, when they're like, I didn't get your messages. You got to follow up. You got to make yourself notes. Drew, same thing. And I don't want to call everybody out here. Me too. But I want us to empathize with them. Empathize with them. That's our culture. They're stressed. Here's what they're not telling you. Hurt people. They could be in a fight with their wife, in a fight with their husband, in a fight. Their teenage son or daughter could be locked up in juvenile hall. Their Eric Lofholm's son took off at like 15 and didn't talk to him for 8 years. He was tore up. I'm sure there were periods maybe he wasn't the best version of himself. You don't know what pain they're going through. They're kind of taking it out on you. So again, we're gonna respond with love, peace, joy, and just remember who you're representing. You're representing the Alpha and the Omega. The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. That's who we represent. I'm not trying to tell you this so you could do better for me. It's for us to glorify Him. When they meet us, we glorify Him. And have not always done a great job at that. So I'm talking to myself too, but this is the culture. We are the culture bearers. We are a reflection of Him. And I'll say this, not to be corny, but when you're stuck, it's like, this is not happening. Get on your knees like I did at my open houses and ask God for help, right? Prayer is our super weapon. Everyone write that down. Who we are at Brent Gove Real Estate at the office. Drew, Paul, prayer is our super weapon. Like, this isn't working. That's normal. There's this guy called the devil who came to kill, steal, and destroy. 3 things. I don't want to be killed. I certainly don't want to be destroyed. And I don't want to be stolen from. And he wants to steal your future. He wants to destroy your reputation. And he'd like to kill you, literally, physically, if he could. So be aware. And if we're not praying, so like us guys, pray when the things are going south at Cabo or at the Build Conference or at EXPCon. I'm going to address some of these things. Get in prayer. That is, it says in Proverbs, prayer is powerful and effective, and we don't always do it. And I'm talking to myself more than you guys. So, man, but the more I pray, the more things just happen to miraculously work out. And so it doesn't mean it's like pull the lever, 3 sevens, jackpot, we made it. That isn't necessarily something God lets us walk through the fire. And sometimes you're trying to save people. When your back's against the gates of hell, sometimes you're going to feel a little heat on your back. When you're redirecting traffic away from the gates of hell. And this year in Cabo, we're going to do a sunrise service on the final day. Everyone's going to be headed to the airport, but I'm going to talk to those that can. I've already been praying. Kathy and I were walking for an hour this morning. We prayed for their hearts and their minds, hearts to be softened, their ears to hear, their eyes to see. We're praying for them now. They're not even going to Cabo. We're praying they're going to go to Cabo. They're going to go for the money and the stock and learn how to be better agents. But God has had this plan for decades, maybe half a century. Maybe this is someone who's 25 or 55. Maybe they're in their 70s. And this is the moment they're going to get saved for all eternity in Cabo. That's what most excites me about Cabo this year. It's a 6:30 a.m. sunrise service on the beach in Cabo for 45 minutes. We're flying the McEachrons in. Jared McEachern and his wife, Candace. Jared's going to do a 20-minute, really clear, beautiful gospel message. I'm going to get up there and share how I came to Christ. And then
His power may be going.
And Kathy's frozen too.
Uh-oh.
Maybe their internet.
Darn Puerto Rico.
It's been all week.
Yeah, there's that earthquake and tsunami threat back in a couple days ago too.
I think they just left the building.
Maybe
I'm
they
gonna
can
get
jump-
people-
Oh, there they are.
Back. He's back. He's back. Kathy
Oh.
moved too.
I'm gonna text him, maybe turn off his video.
It'll probably come back in a second. It's been happening this week. Oh,
yeah.
yep.
They're rebooting,
Yeah.
it looks like.
So one of the things I love that he said is, who's your timeout person? Just a funny story. Like during events, it doesn't matter how cool you are, how long you've been doing this, there's just certain people that just tweak you. And it happens to me. I mean, I'm pretty cool with everything. I mean, we had a whole crew get busted smoking pot last year. Marcy is my tap out person. I just go and I tap out and she takes over and she's amazing at it. And sometimes I'm her tap out person. So it's good to have a tap out person. I think that was really good, a good idea. So Marcy's my tap out. Yeah, we had a whole crew smoking pot, which is illegal in Mexico. It's legal in California, illegal in Mexico. So we had the police there. We had a full out investigation. I
Oh
was,
my gosh.
That's
I was
crazy.
pretty torqued off about that. So
Like a church youth group, honestly. That's
Yeah.
what that makes me think of.
I'm like,
yeah,
When
they
you're the leader, the youth leader, and you're like, they what?
yeah, they came to me, and when you put so much into an event, you don't want stuff like that putting it at risk.
Yeah.
So when they came to me, I was like, I don't care what you do with them, haul them off to jail. I could care less. And then Marcy's like, well, calm down, I'll take over. So
Thank you.
Everybody-
Mexico, Jill.
everybody needs a tap out person.
And there's that type A personality, Rob, coming into play.
Yeah, it's good to have a tap out. Well, looks like somebody else shares something from what Brent has just said that stuck out to you. I have a few notes here, but
I'll share something. I thought it was hi everybody. Good morning.
hey,
yeah,
Um,
Sophia.
I was like up this weekend. I couldn't really sleep and it was like work, and work doesn't normally keep me up at all, but it was because we're dealing with some challenging people. And so I started a Bible study that's called The Work Beneath Your Work.
Wow.
It's the
Oh.
message of what Brent is saying. It's like, hey, like, what are you really doing this for? So I thought that was just really cool to see that in alignment.
Great. Is it on an app or something, or where'd you find that?
Yeah, it's on the Bible app. And I think
Okay.
I typed in like overwhelm.
Work beneath your work. That sounds really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's work. And it's only like 4 days. So I did like 3 days at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep. And I was like, what is happening? So I was like, let me just go to the Bible, you know?
that's good.
I thought that was really just timing is
Yeah.
really nice.
Good idea. I'm gonna look that one up. I like doing those 2 and 3 day ones.
Yeah, work beneath your work. And it's the message of like, what are we truly doing? Why are we doing it? How are we doing it? And are you showing up for yourself, or are you showing up for the glory of God? And are they seeing that through you? So
Yeah, that's
Mm.
really good. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'll look that one up too. So yeah, cool.
Mm.
I think they might be back. Sarah, did you have
Sounds
something
great.
you're gonna say real quick?
No, I'm good. I'll let him
Jared?
jump back into it. He was on a roll.
Okay. We were just all
Am I
sharing.
back?
Yeah,
We
you're
were
good,
just all
brother.
sharing We were sharing from notes that we had taken from what you had said.
Oh, good. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I went to all my
But Brent, turn off,
Brent Gove didn't work. So
Brent, turn off your video.
Yeah, we're
'Cause
still
You're,
choppy.
you're
okay,
choppy.
let me try to. Okay, hold on. That's smart. Way to get the video off. Oh, here's Kathy. I think this is Kathy coming in. Babe, turn your video off. It
Yeah, that's
uses too much
clear.
bandwidth.
Yeah,
Is that
'cause
better?
now we can hear you
Yeah.
perfect.
Awesome. So I got smart and used the hotspot on my iPhone. There's hope for everyone. This is amazing.
That's
So thank you for being patient and letting me just share some of these things. Is this good? Are you guys liking it? Is
Yeah,
this
awesome.
all right. So again, prayer is our super weapon. Let's use it. Love is our foundation, man. I want us to be about love. When they meet each and every one of you, I want them to feel cared for and genuinely loved by you. I know sometimes it's hard to do. You got your own, Paul, you have small kids, you have life. It's hard to do, right? Kenny's kids aren't small anymore. How's your youngest, Kenny?
He is 12, is 11? Yeah, 11 now.
11 months old. That is so
11,
awesome.
11 years old.
I know I'm teasing. I know it's 11 years. So you can't see my big old grinning face, but I like to tease you all. Now, Drew has some little ones. Drew, what's your youngest?
Youngest is 7.
Yeah, that's legit. That's legit. So, anyways, all right. Well, we're gonna keep going, but like we're about prayer, we're about love, and we're about pray for me. Join me in praying, and Kathy in praying for people for Cabo to get saved. I mean, it's really none of this matters. What matters is people getting saved for all eternity. This little world we're trying to, like Keith Green said, we're running around organizing the trash can. We're inside a trash can. We're trying to make it pretty. Compared to heaven, it's like living in a trash can. Keith Green from the 70s, and that's so true. So be aware of your energy levels. When you get on meetings, I had to be prepared when I went to do open houses, when I went on listing appointments. When you guys are meeting with the agents, be aware of your energy levels. Get yourself right, change your state. I have to do it all the time. I have to like go jump up and down, shake it out, and because sometimes I had a guy who said he was going to kill me last week, literally going to kill me. Yeah, that'll do something to your psyche, and that's the devil. He's a scam artist. He wants to instill fear. Whenever you feel fear, that's the devil attacking you. It means you're kind of doing the right thing usually. Now, sometimes this feel for a good reason, like you're too close to the ledge. The river's going too fast. The current is strong. Don't jump in. That's a wisdom. There can be wisdom. And this sometimes, it's just a punk. It's the devil. He's a toothless loser, man. We won, and he knows it. And I'll say this, and we're going to kind of get into the meeting. And I realized with the internet thing, we lost a few minutes, but here's the deal. I want all of us, including me, to take 100% responsibility for our actions, right? 100%. The buck stops here kind of thing. The buck stops here. And if it's not better, make it better. Like, Drew, what can you do? Christina, what can you do? Sarah, what can you do? What can we do to make it better? I need your help. You guys are my eyes and ears, and we all together represent the Lord, the King of Kings, and we want to be amazing, and we want to have His favor and blessing on our lives, and we want to be a blessing to others. So that's kind of like my vision of being culture bearers, of prayer, of love, and of taking responsibility and getting things done. I want real quick, not everybody knows what everybody does. I mean, we do and we don't, but I just like, whether it's 30 seconds, 1 minute, no more than 1 minute, share 2 or 3 things you guys are working on right now. And so who wants to go first? Raise your hand, just 2 or 3 things. We're not judging anyone. Sarah, go ahead.
Okay.
Sarah.
Yeah. I'm working on getting the arrival times for the inner circle when they get into Cabo so that I can greet them at the hotel. And then also get welcome packages into their room. That's something me and Rob have been kind of working on. He's been helping me with that.
Sarah doesn't even know yet, but I've been working on it. I got stuff.
Amazing.
Look at that. Look at that.
Awesome. An update. And then I'm trying to get birthdays for the inner circle as well, because I'm so
Nice.
making them just feel really special, really seen, really valued. And then
Yeah.
thank you gifts for build event leaders. You don't even know that yet, Dad, but Mom asked me about that a couple days ago. So I'm needing to get their names and their contact info. And that's what I'm working on right now.
I'm going to turn my video on so you can see me. I love this. There's
Oh,
all of you. There's
I
nothing you
saw.
say that's going to make me unhappy. That is fantastic, Sarah. I love it. So she is the director of WOW, and we're trying to just upscale what we're doing, and not just for the agents, but for you guys. We want you guys to go, man, I love and feel loved and appreciated here. And so good job, Sarah. I love it. Sophia, why don't you share just one or two or three things you're working on right now?
Okay, well, I handle all the pre and post onboarding. Most recently, big thing, corporate actually asked to meet with me on Friday and how they can enhance their systems. So kind of like you just said, like, how can we make it better? EXP is asking me, how can they make their systems better? So that's something I'm working with for all of their divisions, their commercial division, their realty division, and their referral division. And then also, Christina and I have talked about this a lot, but I don't think we've put it into play about like a 30, 60, 90-day touch up for the people that onboard. We're really good at like getting to them and like doing what we need to do, but then it's just kind of like, that's it, because there's so many more people onboarding. But I think that's kind of next is how can we retouch the people that already came on to make them seen, love, and heard, kind of like Sarah said. So
I
that's what
love
got.
it. I love it. I love it. So cool, Sophia. By the way, your gift is going to make room for you for opportunity for promotion. They may hire Sophia someday to lead onboarding for North America. She may get paid $250,000 a year, 300,000 a year, and we would hate to lose her. But here's the deal: if Paul got hired at $500,000 a year plus benefits, I would be happy for Paul. Right. And I don't want to lose anyone, but I do want to see you guys soar. I want opportunity. I know you guys want opportunity, and your gift will make room for yourself. So remember, you will be noticed. Things will happen, and we are going to clap, and we want you to go further than we did on our shoulders. What can we do to lift each other up? That is awesome, Sophia. Thank you. Rob, why don't you share a few things you're doing? Then I'll go to Kenny. I'll tip some of you off, and then Christina, then Drew.
Sounds good. For the office, I just wore my paint and clothes and did a full touch up throughout the whole thing. And I used to tell my maintenance teams that when they complain about the place getting beat up means it's getting used. So it's a good sign. And so
Yes.
there was several places that were pretty beat up. And so we got that all painted. We've had 3 chats with people in the last week that aren't cleaning up after themselves. And so just trying to make sure that little messes don't become big messes for all of us. Reminding people that I'm not an office manager, I'm a space facilitator. There is no office manager here. Just got the Wi-Fi porters set up around the place, so now they can just tap and go right on the Wi-Fi and don't have to always be asking what the Wi-Fi is. We moved things around for Paul for him to have a desk here in the vault, the old vault there. And so he's moving on over there. And then Brent's new Disney quote is going up. He's got it cut and it should be installed this week sometime. So we got that going up. So that'll be fun to walk out of the office too. And I think the office has been a game changer. People tell me that almost every day. If we were still at Regis, nobody'd know what was going on. Nobody'd know if anybody was around. It is just really, I think in this tough market has been the piece of momentum that we really needed. So super excited about that. For Cabo, we're full on. We're just hitting 800 registered, hoping to get to 1,100. And I'm just now in the details of everything. It's going to be our best year ever. My team's in place, so I feel good about that. I'm just now working on stage screen graphics, collecting slide decks. And next PCAR is coming up the end of the month. It's not the 3rd Thursday this month because they had something going. It's the 4th Thursday, the 27th. And John Sy will be flying from Canada to do a listing workshop. So that's going to be a really good one. Let's fill it up. Let's pack it out. We've actually had a good attendance of the last few. So super excited about that. And yeah, amongst other things I'm doing, those are the main ones.
That is awesome. Love it, Rob. Fantastic. By the way, if you could share that the quote, the Walt Disney quote, I love it. I think I can do it, but I might butcher it.
Yeah, let me pull it up and
I have it. I have it. Let's see if I can do it from memory. All of our dreams and visions can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Walt Disney. Did I do it? Did you pull it up? Is that about it?
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
I was going to pull up a
It's one of my
picture of it.
favorite quotes. Yep.
I love it.
So remember that. all of you, all of your dreams and visions can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. So, man, that is so great. Okay, Kenny, what are you working on?
All right. Mine is all the very exciting things that we do behind the scenes with money. So just as they come in, all of the tax documents for all the entities, just making sure we have those. So when we're ready to file taxes, they're all in one place, organized. It's easy to get them off to the CPAs. Following up with like donation statements that I've found like 3 of them sent wrong numbers. I had numbers that didn't match theirs. And so getting them to fix that so it's not last minute when you're filing taxes. So just anticipating problems, based on things we've seen in the past on that end. Inner Circle, just working with the CVent portal to make sure every week you get an update and Drew gets an update and Kathy of here's the list of who was coming, who's paid. And then just kind of creating that foundational worksheet, which I believe now Jamie and Sarah are working with, that they took that information and turned it into something else. And then just, I think on Friday, we were double checking to make sure everybody was on a day for the yacht on the 9th or 10th. So I was just taking what they had and cross-checking it. So we didn't have anybody not associated with date. And I think I found like 4 or 5, I think you guys on that sheet that I sent to you, Kathy, and Drew. So Drew, they were highlighted at the bottom if you didn't see that, that need to be fixed or added to. And then I'd say the other one that I'm working with right now is we've changed out bookkeepers. And so Rob and myself especially have been working with her to come up with better processes. Hopefully we found one for Rob in terms of receipts and getting that in, and just trying to anticipate just little things. Like we found something the other day where there was a bill from a PCAR, right, Brent, that wasn't, we didn't know about it. And it was like, wait, what's going on? And so, okay, now that I know about it, creating reminders so that it doesn't happen next year, making sure that we just anticipate. So we go from, there was, and maybe in the past, a whole bunch of people who weren't getting paid in a timely manner to now that's hardly ever happening. And we're making sure we're ahead of things, working with Brent on, cutting costs here and there, working with Matt Plummer to just help the Goves on a personal and professional level, just anticipate money, setting aside money, helping Kathy with thinking through investment strategies and things that she wants to do, being a sounding board. So that's kind of my jam and what I've been doing with them.
I love it. Oh, hold on. Hey, babe, too, you can turn your camera on when you're not talking. Turn your camera on. We want to see you. Anyways, she's in her office in there. It won't hurt. It's just when you're talking, you got to turn it off. Anyways, sorry. Kenny, I love it. That's fantastic. I love what he said, paying everybody on time. That includes you guys. And like Drew's always submitting bills. And Drew, you have a family and groceries to buy. Do you appreciate getting paid in a timely, promptly way? Absolutely.
Amen. I very much appreciate all of you.
Yeah. And
So
Awesome.
do my kids who eat a ton.
yeah. And
Yeah,
hopefully, like when you guys reach out to me, I'm getting back to you in a manner, because I know like, hey, I need money is a big deal. And just making sure that if there is a problem where you need a W-2 or something, hopefully you all got your W-2s or 1099s from this last year that they got either physically or emailed to you. So if you don't have those and you need them, just reach out to me and I'll make sure that I can look into that and get it to you in a timely manner.
in fact, right now, if you received your W-2, give us a thumbs up. I want to know that you got them. If you didn't, we're going to connect you. So Rob got his, Sophia, W-2, sort of, not sure. Yeah, she says she got it. Sarah,
Yeah, I
don't
think
see
Kenny said it.
W-2.
Yeah, I remember you asked me for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the same one.
Because
Okay.
it's pretty new for me.
I think I got mine. I think my wife told me that. I don't really
Okay,
ever
just
check the
check.
mail.
You're going to need them. And Paul, did you get your W-2? Thumbs up. You good? Sarah, did you get one? You're not sure?
I don't think she was on our payroll beyond Barry's for last year.
Oh, okay. That would make, well, Barry, you didn't see hers. Okay. So Kenny, maybe connect with Christina and make sure she can re-email it to her or something. That'd be great. Sarah, you should have seen a W-2 from Barry. Have you received a W-2 from Barry, Sarah? Sarah? You're muted.
I was checking my email. I gotta look in the app that I used to use, and I'll
Okay.
work it out with him. Don't worry.
Yeah, no
get it
problem.
all.
Just
And thank
gotta
you.
get this stuff done. We want you guys dialed in. I love it. Okay, good. Drew, quick update. You got 1 minute. Tell us what you're working on.
All right, so mainly, I'm always on top of FLA, FOQ accounts. Making sure that we're always staying above 30, preferably
By the
above
way,
40.
Drew,
but,
where are we right now? Where are we right now
40,
on FLQ?
41.
Nice.
41. And where
41.
will we be? Where will we? This is vital to me, guys. This is massive. Like if we miss a month, it's like over $100,000 loss. I mean, it's just any of you like losing 100 grand on the sidewalk. Drew, in the month of March, where will we be by your projections? Roughly.
Looking at it right now because I have to go reach out to EXP. For some reason, the FLQA expires are not showing right now. So I have to go reach out to tech.
What's a conservative
But-
number?
41. It looks like should be staying at 41.
Good, good, good.
Wait,
All right. So
um,
next time you're on, and I'm asking you, you don't know about this, but I want you to give me a 3-month projection every time you come on here. Like, hey, in April, we're going to be at X. In May, we're going to be at X, because we can all pray. I need to stay over 30. Things get ugly if I drop below 30. It is a big monthly hit. I've seen people drop
Yeah.
down for half a year. That it's 100,000 a month for half a year. That's like a lot of income.
yeah, no, I'm always on top of it. I'll never be letting us get to that point. If we ever have to go back to any kind of our systems, I'll be letting you know way in advance.
Yep.
I'll have the number for you by the end of the day once I reach out to
Good.
tech. Okay, so but then
Good.
the other stuff, main stuff that I'm working on right now is Inner Circle. Is making sure, well, we filled it, right? We filled it the most it's ever been. Both boats we're making you have to get a bigger contract, which is always a great thing. So, and then the goal too, thank you to Rob and the crew for creating another link for us. The goal is to get another 5 people in Cabo to be joining the Inner Circle. Right, so the goal is that we come out of Cabo with 5 more people signing up at the $8,000 for the year price. I'm currently
Yeah.
also working on next year's stuff. I'm working on masterminding with the Titan group. Okay, I'm also looking into the joint ventures for making the Gove industry more money passively, while with products or services that align with us and help agents, and not in a salesy way,
Yeah.
because I know how important that is.
That's awesome. Good job. Yes, I'm always saying no salesy way. We want to really come from contribution.
And
Paul, real
also,
quick.
wait, real quick, Brett, and also
Okay.
none of them have any kind of thing where it could distract anyone from attraction or production.
Right.
There's nothing
Exactly.
where it's like, oh, you can go make money, selling health insurance. And no, it's purely something that either helps in attraction or production, and nothing that distracts from
Right.
that.
Yep. Chase 2 rabbits, catch none. So we got to keep them focused and all that sort of thing. Good job. Good job, Drew. Fantastic. Kenny, Rob, Sophia, Sarah. I'm going to go to Paul, then Christina. Real quick, just a minute. Paul, what are you up to these days?
Yeah, so just meeting with agents. I don't know if all you know, but what we do is we provide a concierge on-demand marketing and branding service. So we meet with them, we consult with them, we understand them, we hear their story. What are they about? Some people come in from the music industry, some people come in from the sports industry. We really want to put them front and center. Because what they don't realize is for too long, too many agents have been depending on their brokerage for their marketing. And that's not how people find realtors now. That's not how they get business. So there's a thing that differentiates this from other ways. Every brokerage out there, including EXP, will give agents tools to use. And no brokerage, or very few, will give them a done for you service at no cost to them on a same day or next day delivery. So that's what we do. We're working with some of the big guys like Rick Preet that you heard from earlier. We're doing the whole 9 yards: email signatures, business cards, logo designs, templates, everything and anything. And so we're just following up. The way we would love to be utilized is for growth. We want to be utilize in attraction and both retention. So I'm just thinking off the top of my head, Drew, as you go meet with, some of your FLQAs and they're recruiting people, feel free to bring me on board on those calls. Sophia, when you're doing that 30, 60, 90 days, in terms of meeting with people, bring me into that framework at the 60-day mark for retention purposes, just making sure, just adding another value add. Because like Brent said, that is the name of the game for us, is growth. How do we grow in this? And so let's leverage our skill sets in order to hit that goal of growing. I hope that helps, Brent. Anything else you'd like from me?
No, that was perfect. I didn't want this to be a stressful thing for everyone, but I want everyone just to kind of get a feel for what everyone's working on. Paul, I have a burden for Paul. He wants to do social media marketing, and have you met with Tina Cole yet? How did that go?
She loved it. I met with her the very next day. You called me. She loved it. She's on board. She's reviewing with the team now, and she's going to get back to me either today or tomorrow.
She's probably the most successful female agent at EXP, in my opinion. She is. And then that'll open up opportunities for Paul in a huge way, because he lost a huge account, which cost him $7,000 a month. Could you imagine? So please pray for Paul. If you see a little stress on his face, that'll stress anybody losing $7,000 a month income. So I have a big burden for you, Paul, and I'm working towards that. So I'm excited for you. Okay. Christina, give everyone and let them know what you do. What do you tell everyone? I don't know if everyone knows exactly what you do, for myself and for Mom, but tell them, what are you working on?
I would say it's just a lot of personal admin, and I also run their Airbnb in Puerto Rico. So we just launched that this month. Very excited. Yeah.
How's it going? How's the Airbnb bookings going? Is it low? Is it medium? Is it going good?
It's good. I would say it's about 50% occupancy, which, for just starting out, I feel like is pretty good. So
yeah, it's awesome. And so you pretty much do whatever we need you to do, business or personally. You focus as kind of an executive, a high-level executive assistant to both Mom and I. Is that a fair way to assess that?
Yeah, I feel like lately I've been doing more personal, but yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Anything you guys need.
Awesome. And I can't even tell you how much that helps, Christina, because when I have all these things hanging on me in the personal, it affects me in the business. So it is huge. And I thank you so much. You I don't say thank you enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and not that I saved the best for last, but I did. Mrs. Gove, why don't you tell everyone what you're up to, first of all, tell them what you do, and then tell them what you're maybe working on these days. And we're not going to do this every week. I'm just doing it the first time, so I apologize if this seems long, but I want everyone to kind of see what's up. Go ahead, baby.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Good.
Good. I, of course, am working on establishing Airbnbs with Christina, and that's been really exciting. We're expanding our investment portion of our finances. So we're looking into flipping homes. We're getting educated on stocks. That's been really exciting. And then, of course, I work with Kenny on the management of finances, on the every dollar budgeting, which has been a great thing that we've participated in. Matt Plummer's been helping us, and that's been incredible. And then just coming up with creative ways to create more revenue. And then also helping Kenny with streamlining documents for taxes and tax prep, scheduling meetings. Then the fun part is booking flights and hotel rooms for travel, managing the calendar. And then just having fun, doing life with Brent. We're super excited about Cabo coming up, and just the lineup of speakers. We're excited about the church service that we're going to do on the beach. Super excited about that. I just feel like 2025 is just a launching year for us, just to step into new things and to see our business develop in a new way where we're impacting people, financially and spiritually, and even challenging them in the area of their health. I've been super encouraged and inspired this year just to get and last year to get healthy. Of course, I was super sick. So stepping into, getting healthy and now doing Energize Health. And that has been such a fun journey with Brent, just getting healthy together, going on walks together, changing our diet, changing our mindset. And so I just really sense for 2025 that it's going to be a new launching pad, a new year to grow in our faith, grow financially, become more stable, grow in our health. That it's going to be a year of just connecting, adding value, ministering to people, loving on people. So I'm super excited about this year and all that is coming our way.
Great job, baby. That is super helpful. And as she works, you can turn your camera back on, baby, so we can see you.
Yeah, I will.
And as she works on that, that makes us, we have contingency funds for our contingency funds. We are getting so dialed in, which is job security. I have friends whose name shall remain nameless, Barry Mathis, and who who would have talented people that let them go. And I was there too, but we don't, notice I'm not like, oh, hey, sorry, can't afford to pay you anymore. You're out of here. Is we are stable. It creates a stable place for you. So you don't have to worry about your families and all that. So Kenny, Kathy, of course, the help of Matt Plummer as a consultant, he's really been huge. And all of you, I know Rob's been instrumental in helping us reduce costs at the office, and it all adds up. I mean, I agree, 300 a month isn't anything, but when you multiply it times 80 areas, you'd be shocked at where we've been able to just go, is it absolutely critical? Yes, it's out, but is there another way to do it? I'm like, well, yeah, we could do it this way. What's that save us? Oh, 100,000 a year, so I've had areas that were just critical. And so we're treating our business like a business instead of an awesome sales business. And we're treating it like a business to create stability for everyone, us included. And we've got it, but we're just kind of going to the next level like we should. Okay. So as we wrap it up, I want everyone to have these dates. The next meeting is the 10th, excuse me, I'm on the wrong month. February 17th. That's next Monday at 10 a.m. So please note, next Monday, 10 a.m., the 17th, we're going to meet again. And let's go ahead and set aside an hour. Everyone just an hour. I might go down in 30, but I know I told you 30 and we went way over today. The 24th will be no meeting. We're in a huge meeting in Dallas, so there'll be no meeting the 24th. This is fun. March 3rd, the day after a national holiday. Can anyone tell me what is happening March 2nd? Because this is massive. Anyone know
Our
March
birthday.
2nd? Anybody?
I
My
said
birthday.
it.
One person loves.
Oh no.
Yeah. My kids were like, oh, I don't know. March 2nd.
My
It's the
brain
greatest
went
day on the
blank. I wasn't
planet.
expecting an exam. You said no pressure.
I
You said
know.
meeting would be
This is
easy,
an
Dad.
exam.
No, he almost fired me in his kitchen for not knowing.
My birthday.
You're kidding.
One thing you know about me, I love my birthday. I'm gonna always embrace it my whole life. My grandfather was that way. So on March 3rd, we're gonna meet at 10 a.m. in the office. I will be there live. I will be in town for my birthday. I will be in town. So that 10 a.m. is live in the Rob, if you could reserve the Mammoth conference room on March 3rd. I think we're gonna film where Rob is. We're gonna film the new model explained literally right behind Rob. But I also want to reserve the Mammoth conference room for this meeting. We'll do a full hour live. It'll be good. So everyone please come live on 10. Drew, I think you're the only one we'll have to pipe in. Oh, and Kenny, I do not want you to drive to Sacramento for this. Thank you. So you'll just pipe in. And okay, enough said there. So I want to mention that. Let me see. On the 10th of March, the following week, there is no meeting because I'm in a golf tournament in Cabo. And I'm on the yacht. I'm actually on the boat, the yacht on the 10th. Yeah. So either way, there's nothing happening. So we won't meet again till the 17th. So of March, the 17th of March, we will meet at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's it. Those are the set of meetings. And so please make a note. So I'm going to wrap up today with this. We got a few minutes left. Just to kind of give you an update on my end, Cabo's absolutely on fire. You've heard that. We have the big mo. I worked so hard in January, and all of you did too. And we captured a lot of momentum. I feel great about Cabo. I can promise you I've never felt great about it. This is the first time we have the big mo. There were so many meetings and Zooms. It's exciting. James told me I would not have more than 900 people. He knows how to irritate me and motivate me like I can't even tell you, man. I think he does it on purpose. He goes, Gove, I know what I'm talking about. You're going to have 900. It just kills me. I go, we are going to have 1,100. He's like, quit saying it. I go, I'm not going to quit saying it. We're like brothers. We fight, man. And I said, I want to get 900 now just to kind of show you, man. Anyway, so I'm excited. I love him. But, and by the way, I did invite him to be here today. He had something going on. He couldn't make it, but that's okay. But we're really pumped about that. So Cabo's great. The inner circle is on point. Thank you, Drew Johnston. Drew is busting his tail. Obviously, Rob is chipped in and helping with Jamie. I don't know if you guys know Jamie. She'll be in Cabo. Jamie's a big part with helping with that. Sarah is kind of really impressed with the old razzle dazzle, and you're doing a great job, Sarah. Thank you on that. Wonderful. But we have a ton of momentum with the inner circle. Next year, we're going to come out with the Titan group. It'll be a small group of 8 to 12 people, but this helps. The finances help really make us in a much stronger spot. Here's the bottom line. My excitement for this year's touch points at the office, touch points at Cabo, like when they get to the airport, when they get to the room, when they get to registration, when they get to the lobby outside of the event in Cabo. What is it like with the vendors we have at the tables? What is it like, Sell a Home, Save a Child is there. What are they experiencing when they come into the venue? The touch points when they come to build this summer, the various builds. By the way, we're doing Build Barcelona. I'm proud to add Build Barcelona to the map. And I'm proud to tell you it is Rob and Cindy's anniversary. And I'm pretty sure they're going to take us up on letting us fly them out there as a treat and a thank you for their anniversary all the way to Barcelona and spend some time to eat in Europe together. What year is it, Rob? What year is that?
Our 30th anniversary.
It's a big 3-0.
Big 3-0.
We weren't going to do it, but Sarah said, Dad, you have to do it. I'm the director of WOW. You don't have a choice. So Sarah made me do it. Nah, I'm kidding.
I remember my parents' 30th anniversary and they were old.
Yeah. Yeah, you look great. You look great. So I know it's dinosaurs. Kathy and I are 35 this September. So we're gonna be there for our 35th. You're there for your 30th, but we're excited to have them come out to Build Barcelona, help run it, and just go have some fun because they deserve that. But touch points are big for me. What do they experience when they get to the office? The first person they see is Sarah. And also Sarah and oh my gosh, Georgiana. They see Georgiana and Sarah. So that is important, how they're being greeted and welcomed, and then how the agents feel at the office. Rob's doing a great job on making sure the office looks amazing. You called yourself the space facilities director.
I'm a space facilitator.
The space facilitator. Write that down. That is what Rob is. Write that down. Words are important. He's our space facilitator. And so he and Sarah are kind of running point on that, and Barry to some weird degree. But Barry's doing a great job. I'm very proud of Barry. And I was teasing a little bit earlier when I was about Barry, but he's actually doing great.
Yeah.
Pumped about Cabo builds. And Paul, again, you're doing a great job with the logos, the branding, the marketing. We're excited about moving you into social media marketing to help raise your income for you. So just know that I'm in that. Drew, my burden for you, and I don't have a burden for everyone here. I'm not going to do it, but Paul, because he took a huge financial shot, massive. Nobody had their income cut in half here except for Paul. So please pray for Paul, pray for his family. It is a burden. If it happened to any of you, I'd have a burden for you too. But Paul had that happen. So Paul, we're with you. Drew, reestablishing in Tennessee, it's probably been a bit harder than he thought it would. He got there in the fall and the winter, not necessarily the time to kick off a booming real estate career, but spring is coming, Drew. It may be Friday, but Sunday's coming, man. Jesus rose from the dead on Sunday, man. The light is coming. The clouds are going to part, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, buddy?
Can I give y'all a update on some prayers that are being answered?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
my mother,
1 minute. 1 minute, go for it.
My mother-in-law is flying into town today. Looks like they're going to be putting in a cash offer on a place tomorrow. And they're gonna
Wow.
live like 2 minutes away from us, potentially. And it's all and then yesterday I sent over the video.
All I
Obviously,
see is the word babysitter. That's what I
Amen.
see. I see
Amen.
babysitter when you
Yeah.
see.
yeah.
Look at him. You can't wipe the smile off his face. I thought you were signing your mother-in-law. No, Bill babysitter for free.
I'm very excited. It's one of those we've been praying for it, and it's just one of those God has been moving mountains out here for us. So, we
He
just
sent
been
me a
so blessed.
video of Kara getting baptized yesterday. That was pretty cool too.
Yep.
Awesome.
pretty
Think good
amazing.
things are happening, but we're praying you continue to get situated and involved. How big is your church, Drew?
About 8,500 people go a weekend.
Over 8,000.
Yeah.
And Drew got to be in an internal discipleship group with like a handful of 10 or 15 guys, I think, with the
it's
pastor.
I'm the seventh person in that group.
In an 8,000 person church that is going to be discipled by the head pastor. He's choosing 7 men and he chose Drew. So that is awesome, Drew. Congratulations. That's pretty awesome. That's the hand of God right there. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. I would like all of you to think about coming to EXP Con in October. We will fly you out and put you up. Kenny, I'm not sure that's critical, but if you want to come, you can. I know Rob is critical, and Sophia, I think it would be awesome. And if you usually go anyways with Joey, right? But
No, I went one time. It's just been kind of tight, so.
yeah. So we can help with that financially. Paul, you too, Sarah, Christina, Drew will be there. Kathy, if you want to go, you can go too this year. She missed it last year. She had to get her days and she hated it. All the pictures and the video update. By the time I got home, she was like, she was not happy.
Okay, that was the worst experience ever. I was stuck in Puerto Rico by myself and it was raining all week and all my friends were in Miami with Brent. I was like, wow.
Isn't there an old country western song that goes, "Oh my friends"? Remember that? That's a good one. It sounds better than the way I made it sound.
It made me appreciate my friends that much more.
So how many of you have the dates though? You should have the dates in your calendar for EXP Con. Rob's going to look them up right now while we're talking. And he can give you the dates unless Drew has the dates handy or something. I have them in my calendar, but I'm not looking at my calendar, but you should jot down the dates. And if you want to come out and hang out,
I'll put the link to the website in the chat here, so everybody has them.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
And if you want to go, schedule to Kathy. Like, I'll pay for I would say, Kathy, do not wait.
You're breaking up a
3
bit,
times the price.
but do you have the host hotel? Do you know what the host hotel is going to be this year? I think they were changing it from last year because none of us were impressed.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the host hotel, but let's find out, Rob. In fact, that was the end of today's thing was some to-do lists. So that's one, Rob, for you, if you can hear me. Let's stay on me about that.
You're back on.
Good. So we'll fly you out and we'll put you up and help with the XP Con if you want to go. That's that.
A question for you, Rob. Are you handling my my room booking, or you want me to do it?
I'd love for you to do it.
Okay. So just let me know when you know.
Yeah, let me find out the host hotel, and Carolyn may know more than anybody because she's actually helping them, I think. So let me see if I can get a hold of her.
And then just let me know whatever tickets, if we're doing general admission or premiere.
Yeah, let me know when you're registering. If you want my help, we can make sure that you got a right credit card. And do you want all that on probably them? Anyways, okay, we'll figure.
Yeah, me and you talk.
Yep. So the key thing is if you are going to go to EXPCon, it's in October. Kathy, did you look it up
Actually,
on the schedule?
Kenny, while we have you on here, that would need to go in the Mammoth events card, right? All of this? Okay, so connect with me for payment. And then versus
Okay.
me handling all your rooms, it's just easier if you guys make all your reservations and you can cancel them, move them, stay a day, whatever, and it's
We-
pretty.
We
But yeah,
definitely, we definitely want to stay at the same hotel. That is a request I have, that we're all together at the same hotel. I think you'll enjoy it more. And it's the October 19th to the 23rd, just so you have the dates. We'll find out where, but I want you to buy your flights in like August, a couple months early, because it's same thing at Cabo next year. You want to buy your flights like in December, January. Kathy, you could speak to that. Is it better to buy the flights 2-3 months early and get a better deal on the price, babe?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
absolutely. The sooner the better. Actually, you'll get a flight that will be maybe one stop instead of two. The flight traffic has been super interesting lately. So sooner is better.
Yep. And if you do it early enough, sometimes the first class ticket's only like another $200-300, and you can apply in first class. So you look around. There's some tricks to getting good deals. Look on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We found airfares cheapest on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Google Flights is a great way to do it. Google puts them all there. That's another good way to do it. And anyone has things. Okay, so we didn't get to do what I wanted today. We spent a full hour. This was cool. I'm glad we got to kind of go around and do this. So next week, what I want to do is work on issues and opportunities, where I feel we can grow. We were going to brainstorm that today. So we'll do it next week. No sweat, no stress. We'll do it next week. So next week, like Sophia can go, where do I feel we need help in onboarding? What could we do? How could we do it better? Sarah's going, I need ideas to do X. Christina on, whatever it is, Paul, Drew, Kenny, whatever it is, let's see where we can help each other, pray for each other. And I think anybody have a task? I would like to get everyone to think of one thing you're going to do. Like for Rob, he's going to find out the host hotel. He's going to talk to Carolyn, Kenny, Sophia, Sarah, Christina, Drew, Paul. Is there anything you feel like you need to get done this week that we can I'd like everyone to have one thing that needs to happen this week in your department. That would be a good thing. Like for Paul, would be moving forward with Tina. But anybody want to speak out as we end this?
Yeah, I can go. I need to get on with Barry Griffith for that meeting, following up with he's showing me more on that program that could potentially make you guys additional money and be helpful to agents. So I need to learn
Okay,
more.
Barry Griffith. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the Christian guy with the Christian network thing. Yeah,
Yep.
That's good. Kenny, is there any? Oh, Sophia, go ahead. Sophia, go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say, since we're only in February, the retention of the 30, 60, 90 should come in now because we have the days under us. So everybody that has onboarded so far in 2025, just start implementing that. I'll figure that out.
I'm not sure what you just said. Can you explain that to me?
Retention. So for the agents that are onboarding, instead of just doing our 3 touches with them and then letting them go, we're doing a retention of 30, 60, 90-day touch-in, seeing how they're doing. Are they still comfortable? Introducing Paul, offering that service.
Maybe you said that when I was offline, because I was like,
I love it. That's amazing.
yeah, that's great. Okay, so you're starting the 30, 60, 90 retention program. Okay, good. Give me an outline of that if you can by next Monday, just a basic outline, just
Okay.
10 minutes, sit down, cup of coffee and think. Paul, how about you? Is there anything you need to do between now and next Monday that needs to there was one thing that would move the needle this week. What would it be for you, Paul?
Yeah, for me, I really want to focus on Rick Preet. I also have a few meetings with 2 or 3 agents that their logos I need to present to them. And yeah.
Rick Preet being number one. I'm gonna put Rick. That's a big deal.
Rick. He's a
Give him extra love. Go
Will
above
do.
and beyond. Specifically, and Tina Call, I'll continue to help you with Tina. Good. Kenny or Sarah, either one of you want to share something? I think Kenny did.
Yeah, I want to touch base with Christina now that your Airbnb is up. I know when I talked to William Torres a while back, he had some things that he said we needed to make sure were in place. And then when you start paying different people to clean the house and all of that, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. And so you're ahead of it, anticipating saving for taxes, etc., on that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Good. I wrote that down.
Yeah, let's meet to talk about it later, Kenny. I know my mom is working on getting a bank account set up for the LLC that the Airbnb is in an LLC. So she was trying to get a bank account set up in Puerto Rico for that, but there was just a delay. I can't remember. There was like an issue with the bank, right, Mom?
Yeah, they require a ton of documents and we needed a certificate in order to do it. So
It was a circular thing. You needed the certificate to get the bank account, and you needed the bank account to get the certificate. It was really weird.
Crazy. Yeah. Welcome to Puerto Rico. It's awesome. Have a beer and some fried food. It's awesome. Okay. Christina, what one thing do you need to do this week that you want to get done? If there's one thing that would be huge for you, what would it be? Any thoughts?
Well, I think that hopefully opening the bank account, maybe I can open a credit card for the Airbnb just so we can make sure to put all future expenses on that card. But yeah.
That would be a discussion with Kenny for sure and Kathy, but Kenny and Kathy, good thing I wrote that down. Good. Sarah, what's the one thing you need to do this week that would be freaking moving the needle in your department if you got it done?
I think me and Rob haven't touched base on this in a second, but I think getting the welcome packages for the rooms ordered this week.
Well, yeah, because you're running out of time, man. We're leaving in like 3 weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 3 weeks out.
It
It's
wasn't-
happening. Good
It
for you.
wasn't getting them ordered was the problem. It was getting them to Mexico was the problem, which I think I solved. And so, anyways, I think we're on
Yeah.
track.
We
no one
had
ships to
called so many
Mexico anymore.
companies.
We called 20 companies. No one would ship to Mexico. And anyways, it's been a bit of work, but I think we'll meet in the morning, and I think we got it.
Figured it out. Okay, yeah.
Good. And then Kenny, something for you and Kathy to figure out. We got to bring $14,000 in cash to Mexico to tip the yacht captain for the crew for the 2 days on the boat. That boat was hugely inspiring for people to join the Inner Circle program. And so and of course you can't bring over $10,000 cash unless you want to go to a Mexican prison. So we gotta have mules. We need people to bring cash across legally in denominations. I know, Paul, it's crazy. I see you smile like, what? I go, seriously, we have to bring lots of cash into Mexico, maybe give everyone $4,000 each, and then get it all back together and give it to the captain for those 2 days.
That's
Just
so
throwing,
funny.
and I want to bring a lot more than 14,000. Maybe just we have extra money, maybe 18,000, maybe another 4,000 extra cash. You never know what we'll need it for. So, Rob, if you have needs, let Kenny know, and Kathy and Kenny
I'm
can
already
figure it out.
bringing my own cash because I have to cash out. So I already am bringing probably
I'll be a mule. I'll bring cash.
Oh yeah. For a small fee, a small cut.
No,
It's
for
good.
free.
I know okay, good. So I wrote that down, have all that down. Kathy, what's the one thing you need to do this week to move the needle? If you could do one thing that you know that you need to do, what would it be for you?
jump on my education for the stocks and get a hold of my calendar a little bit better. Make sure I have all my trip details lined up for the next 6 months. So that's what I'm working on.
Okay, stock education and trip details. So does that mean take the classes? What do you mean by stock education? You have to watch the videos and stuff?
Yep.
Kath?
Yeah. Do the Sergio. Yeah, I need to jump on that.
Okay. And then Drew, I got Barry Griffith. Rob, you're going to get the headquarter hotel for EXPCon. Rick Preddy and Tina Call for Paul. 301690 retention program for Sophia. She's going to give me an outline. I want to know more about that. I like that. Christina's going to work on a bank account, possibly a credit card for the Airbnb. And Kenny's going to make sure William Torres and getting the house cleaners paid is all done properly with the Airbnb. Sarah's got the welcome packages with Rob, kind of working on a program there, getting that organized. And got that good. And if you're wondering what I'm committed to this week, oh, you can't see. So I where is it? I can't, where the heck? Right there. It doesn't look pretty, but those are, oh, how am I gonna know what I'm doing wrong? So I took the time to write out 28 people that I need to contact for Cabo. Each one, what do I have to do to get you to Cabo? Who do I got to bury in the desert? Like, what is it going to take for me to get you to Cabo? Those are all super high priority targets for me. They can move the needle and help our business continue to grow. Some amazing things are going to happen. There's a huge ground shattering, earth breaking announcement happening with EXP that's going to help our company in the next wave of growth. So I'll tell you guys about that next Monday when we meet again. I went 11 minutes over. This will not happen again. I promise you. There's just a lot to cover today. I have everybody's to-do list written down. I have everything. This was great. Love you guys. Have an amazing week. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place, schedule an hour. Go get them. Love you all. We want to hear reports from all of you on your tasks. I'm going to hold you to this, and we want to hear everyone report back. Have a good day. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Thanks.